This is the closing market report for Tuesday on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Riley Smith. On the phone right now with Bill Moore of Price Futures Group as we wrap up another day in the ag marketplace. Bill, what have we seen going on in the grain and livestock markets today?
We got a little bit of a boost from the government today, even though it's partially shut down. It's not impacting the USDA. News came out of the Department of Treasury and IRS that this tax credit bill for clean, full fuel production could be passed. It applies to U.S., Mexico, and Canada. That would be a boost for biodiesel fuels. That helped the market today. Gold and silver were higher today. The crude was higher. They're all lower yesterday. And the U.S. dollar is lower. So a little help from the outsides, from the macros. There is some rain scheduled for South America, but we'll see if that happens or not. Argentina in particular, they've had a great weather run, but still the crop isn't totally made yet. So the market continues to fluctuate, with the two dominant fundamentals being the exports, which in the case of corn, inspections are 50% over last year, and the big world supply coming off a record crop in corn. Now looking at a record bean crop in South America. Estimates today from some of the top firms had the crop over 180 million metric tons, and that's kind of putting the cap on rallies, whereas the exports are supporting the market on breaks. And those are the two fundamentals going forward into February, kind of keeping the market locked in the range and for the time being. Livestock market been supported some pretty strong fundamentals. Meats are up there, all up again today. The fed cattle is up a couple dollars. It's made new highs for the move. The highest has been going back to late October. The market's on a run that started at 205 in late November, and we're up today at over 230. I mean, over 240. So it's had about a $35 rally since late November. It's just the good old strong fundamentals of supply and demand. Supplies are tight. The cold storage report last Friday showed the lowest meat stocks since 2009, 15-year lows in pork stocks, and the demand is good. The cattle inventory report that came out I think yesterday or at 2:00 showed, might have been Friday, the last day or two. Again, the cattle numbers are down. They were looking to be up. They're down from last year. The lowest cattle herd we've had in about 75 years. So supplies are tight. Demand is good for both cattle and hogs. The charts are positive. Again, new highs for the cattle, highest going back about 3 months. Same thing for the hog market. Have hogs up today 80 at the top end of the range they've been in, and about $10 off the lows made late November. Tight numbers, good demand. I think we'll push these markets higher through the end of February.
All right, Bill, lots of great information today. For anyone who'd like to get in touch, check out your newsletter and learn more, how can they do that?
630-947-5176, wmore@pricegroup.com. Check out my newsletter, Agmaster, or www.pricegroup.com, the company website. Look at the bios of Jack Scoville and myself. We've both been there a long time. We'd love to help you out.
That again was Bill Moore of Price Futures Group. We'll look at the numbers next.
In rural Iowa, you need reliable information. The Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network brings you ag-specific content like market trends, weather outlooks, and policy updates that matter to your operation, while your local station brings you community news and consistent updates on what is happening in your area. It's a partnership built for the challenges of rural life. Your farm, your local station, and your friends at the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, where Iowa Ag matters. Find us online at iowaagnet.com.
At the close, March corn up 2 3/4 at 428.5. March soybeans up 5.5 at 1065 3/4. March soybean meal down 260 at 291.90. March soybean oil up $1.29 at 54.49. Chicago wheat up 1 even at 528 3/4. Kansas City hard red winter wheat down half a cent at 534 3/4. Minneapolis spring wheat down 3 even at 568.5. March oats up 4 even at 304 3/4. On the Merc, February live cattle up 215 at 240.32. March feeders up $1.57 at 367.92. February lean hogs up 80 cents at 88.55. February pork cutout up $1.30 at 99.25. and February Class 3 milk down 3 cents at $15.32. That's been a check of the closing market prices. Thanks again to Bill Moore of Price Futures Group for joining us today here on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, where Iowa Ag matters. I'm Riley Smith.